Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I've learned as I've grown into the person that I am today. And today I'm going to read to you two meditations. The first being from Linda Picone's The Daily Book of Positive Quotations, and the second one being from The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beatty. You know, this is my favorite meditation book of life. If you've never read Codependent No More by Melody Beatty, I highly, highly recommend it. It changed my life when I read it years and years ago. And every once in a while I pick it up and I reread it, and it's just fantastic. I actually buy copies every once in a while when I'm at half-price books, and I give copies to people that, when I'm talking to them, I'll be like, oh, have you ever read it? And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, I've got one in my car. Let me give it to you. So anyway, let me tell you about my day so far. I have had a fantastic day. So I went to bed really early last night. I was just going to lay down for like a half an hour, and I ended up sleeping straight through the night. I got a very good rest last night and woke up, had to finish my vlog this morning. So I finished my vlog this morning, and then I ran around and I started my new vlog. So I've already filmed like 45 minutes of my vlog today. It is 2:23 p.m. I got my coffee. I went to the Meijer and I did a little shopping this morning. I have filmed some other videos. I started filming my review video, but it's a two-parter. I've just had such a great day. I watered all of my plants on the front patio and the back patio, and I'm going to go to the pool here in just a little bit because I haven't been to the pool yet this summer, and I'm excited about that. Read all of my meditations sitting on the back patio, and it's just been a fantastic day. It's just been a really, really pleasant, serene, and peaceful day. So other than I was trying to film videos and the lawn guys were on the patio and all that kind of stuff, but that's just minor inconveniences, right? In a world, I should feel so blessed, right? Like, I have so many blessings in my life, and every day that I get up, you know, I focus on the gratitude and the blessings in my life, because it's just, you know, I have a magical life. I have a truly, truly magical life, and the fact that I get to make videos and that anybody wants to watch them, thank you so much for watching these videos. It means the world to me, and all the nice comments that you guys leave me, and when you reach out to me and stuff like that, I really appreciate it. So I have a magical life. I have a very magical life. Okay. So let's get into this. The first meditation, I read like 6 or 7 different meditations, and these are the two that I picked. July 10th, let's see, hold on, let's get to it. Okay, here it is. Asking for nothing, July 10th. We never reflect how pleasant it is to ask for nothing, Seneca. It can be very unpleasant to ask others for the things we need. Often what we ask for is given freely and with love, but we are still uncomfortable asking for it. We tend to feel weak or inferior when we have to ask others for help. What we rarely think about, though, is how pleasant it is not to have to ask for someone else's help. Not needing is a good feeling, but not needing to ask may be an even better feeling. I will not be embarrassed about asking for help when I need it, but I will also appreciate the times when I don't have to ask for anything. It's an interesting meditation to me, you know, this idea of asking for help. When I was much younger, I think I was somebody that was pretty prideful when it came to asking for help. I didn't like to ask others for help. You know, I can remember growing up, and my dad was very much that person that, you know, didn't like to stop and ask people for directions. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when you're on a road trip and you're lost, and you know you're lost, but you don't want to ask somebody for directions. We have like GPS now, so this is like an older generation thing, but if you're from my age, if you're my age, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And, you know, people would like joke like, oh, dad won't pull over and ask somebody for help. My stepmom used to always say that. She'd say, your dad just will not ask for help, right? And the idea of asking for help is interesting. It's actually something that I really learned from being in recovery, in early sobriety. You know, when I first got sober, I had no car, so I had to ask everybody for rides, and I had to be open to people, you know, giving me rides. The other thing was I really had none of my own money. My dad bought me groceries once a week, and other than that, and he bought me cigarettes, but other than that, like, I did not have, you know, like, I didn't have any money of my own. And so, like, I think he gave me, like, enough money to, like, donate $1 to every meeting that I went to. And I didn't have a job at that time, and I was focusing on my sobriety, so I just didn't have any money. And, you know, people after meetings would be like, hey, we're going to Perkins, do you want to go? And I'd say, yeah, but, like, I don't have any money. And they'd be like, well, let us buy you a cheeseburger and whatever, you know? And I have to tell you, like, I got really emotional talking about this in a vlog one night. I'm so thankful, and many of those people, I don't even know their names. Like, I don't even remember their names, you know? But I can't tell you the amount of people that gave me rides when I asked, or bought me food in early sobriety, bought me cheese. I mean, to sit at a coffee place and get a cheeseburger and some fries when you haven't had a meal that good in a long time, like it's you know, you have no idea the power of a cheeseburger. You just have no idea the power of a cheeseburger. You really don't, you know? And I can remember it just made me feel human again. It made me feel worthy. And I know it sounds silly, but when you've been to hell and back and you don't really care if you live or die, and somebody cares enough to buy you a cheeseburger and give you a ride home and make sure that you're safe, like, that's a really big deal, you know? And the really cool thing about that was that I can remember always feeling like I was a burden to somebody else. And people would say to me in early sobriety, they would say, you know, you're helping me too by allowing me to help you. You know, just let me help you. Be thankful for it, you know, but be grateful. But, you know, like, you're helping me too. And I really never understood that until later in life, you know, when I was able to do the same for other people and give other people rides and, you know, buy cheeseburgers for people or whatever. And it's just, it's very small things that we can do for other people, you know. Today when I'm asked to do something, I try to do it. Like, if somebody asks me to do something, if I can, I try to do it and help them. And I think it's, you know, it's a very small thing to give to somebody, and it's a big thing, I think, sometimes for us to ask people for help. You know, I think it's hard for a lot of us to ask others for help, but you're really helping the other person too. So it's a reciprocal relationship, you know. They're growing from it. They're able to help you. They're able to offer something to you, and you're able to accept it, you know. And I think sometimes in life we have to be willing to do that. I don't think there should be any shame or any fear in asking for help with something. You know, today, like, if I don't understand something, I'm really quick to ask somebody for help on, like, explaining it to me or whatever. And I always say to people, like, if you just take like 5 minutes and explain this to me, like, you'll never have to explain it to me again. Like, I'll get it, right? Like, I'm very quick to learn. But there's a lot that I don't understand, you know? So I'm very grateful for the people that take the time to help me. And today I'm not afraid to ask for help. I mean, if there's something that I need help with, I'll ask for help, you know? But I'm also very grateful, like it said in here, about the times that I don't have to ask for help, the times that I have learned things on my own, or the times that I have, you know, I come so far that I realize that I don't have to ask for a cheeseburger anymore or a ride home, you know, and that I've grown as a human being and I've grown as a person. And then that not asking for help allows me to be of service to other people and, like, give back to somebody else, you know, that needs it from me. And so that whole situation is reciprocal, you know, and it's very much to me how the universe works, you know, is that this whole idea of give and take and give and take and give and take. And it's, you know, I think it's a nice way for the world to work. So anyway, I like that meditation. Okay, but don't be afraid to ask anybody for help. If there's something that you need help on, don't just sit there and act confused. You know, if there's something that you need, ask people for help, you know. I think the other thing is that I've been really grateful for in my life is that I've asked people for help, and they didn't necessarily always give me help in the way that I thought they would give me help. You know, that they taught me ways to do it myself. They didn't just do it for me. You know, they took it as being a teaching moment, which has been fantastic to me in my life, where people have actually taken the time to teach me a lesson and allowed me to learn from it so that I can carry it on into my own life, that I don't have to ask for help in the future, you know? Okay, July 10th in the language of letting go. Hold on a second. I brought the wrong book. I wanted the other Melody Beatty book. Well, let's just grab some other meditation out of here. Letting go of old beliefs, June 23rd. Did I read this one? I don't think I did. Try harder, do better, be perfect. These messages are tricks that people have played on us. No matter how hard we try, we think we have to do better. Perfection always eludes us and keeps us unhappy with the good we've done. Messages of perfectionism and tricks are tricks because we never achieve their goal. We cannot feel good about ourselves or what we have done while these messages are driving us. We will never be good enough until we change the messages and tell ourselves we are good enough now. I hope I have not read this meditation just 2 weeks ago. We can start approving of and accepting ourselves. Who we are is good enough. Our best yesterday was good enough. Our best today is plenty good too. We can be who we are and do it the way we do it today. That is the essence of avoiding perfection. God, help me let go of the messages that drive me into the crazies. I will give myself permission to be who I am and let that be good enough. I don't think I did read this one because this has been something that I have fought for a very, very long time. I have this idea in my head of what perfectionism it looks like and is, and that I can achieve it on some level, which is absolutely, absolutely ridiculous, right? And it's like, you know, one of the ways that I see it come out a lot is in cleaning the house, because I like to keep a very clean, orderly house. But even when I do, it's like this table over here that needs to be dusted is catching me out of the corner of my eye, right? It's like there's always something else that needs to be done. I never reach that level of perfect. And when I allow myself to kind of go crazy-minded, it's like when it talks about the crazies in your head, is when I think there's more I could have done, there's better I could have done. Sometimes I just need to be happy with how things are. Sometimes I just need to be happy with the way that it exists. And actually, in a weird way, YouTube has really helped me with this. Because, you know, if I'm making a video and I'm posting it, it's like, this video is not going to be perfect. It just isn't. Okay, let me tell you a little funny story. So, this is actually the 4th time I filmed this video. I started the video, the 3rd or 4th time, I think. I started the video and Boo Radley was crying. Okay, he's now laying right here next to me. But he couldn't get up on the ottoman, so I had to help him get up on the ottoman. So, I stopped the video, and then he came up here, and then Tucker jumped down. And then Tucker was running around, so that was the 2nd time that I had to start it. And the 3rd time was Pee-Pee jumped down, and I had to help Pee-Pee back up in the chair. So I had to start it over. I guess that was, so this is my 4th time. And you know, like each time, like listen, if I get like 7 or 8 minutes into a video and like something like that happens, I just let it happen at this point, you know? And so I've learned my imperfections. I mean, there is no perfect, right? And I think sometimes even like I've learned, like, you know, Boo Radley crying in the background of a video, little guy. He said, "I'm having such a good day, Dad." Do you guys want to see them? This is so sweet. You guys, look. This is my audience, okay, for when I do my Peterisms videos. But, you know, I think sometimes, like, Boo Radley, like, crying, did I get, am I not situated? Okay, there. See, it's not perfect. So, sometimes, you know, like, Boo Radley crying in the back of a video, or Tucker running around, or whatever, you know, unless he, like, knocks into the camera really hard, I think sometimes that imperfection adds to, I don't know, the quality of the video or what I'm doing. And I think YouTube in a way has really allowed me to not be this perfect, you know, example of myself. I'm never gonna be perfect. I'm never gonna be perfect, and I've accepted that. So it's weird that inside of me, I still like yearn for perfectionism. And I'm sure there's so many of you out there that are the same way, whether it comes to cooking or throwing a dinner party or the perfect outfit or whatever, you know, even if it's just laundry or your garden. You know, it's like at some point you just have to let go and realize there's nothing perfect that's going to come from this. And you just have to go and just walk away and let go at some point, you know, and just accept things how they are and just enjoy life, you know. It's just really not that deep. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy those meditations. I love you. The sun is coming back out, so it was underneath the clouds for a while. So I'm going to upload this video and head to the pool. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.